Are you still seeing the reflection of other people's projections of you and believing it to be you? Are you still seeing the reflection of other people's perceptions of you and calling it to be you? Or now, are you willing and ready to see the reflection of who you truly are inside? Hi everyone, I'm Ronak and welcome to Mi&u, where the aim is not to follow one another but walk together into the world of Disney inspiration, where I share my reflections and introspective insights on a Disney inspired quote, and I wish you do the same. Find out what meaning the quote holds for you in your life. For inspirational quotes are like pieces of puzzle, and it's up to us to find out where it fits in our puzzle of life. And so, to all the newcomers, as I welcome you to this channel, I truly hope that you're ready to put on your introspective glasses as you begin your journey within. And for those who've already been walking with me, I welcome you once again. Before I begin, for those who've missed out on the previous parts of this video series and the first two series of 10 steps to manifesting your dream life the Disney way, go with 20 ways to unlock the journey within, I truly recommend that you go ahead and watch them first. For each quote in each series is like a climbing hold, arranged in a specific way that helps you to step on it and climb over this wall of illusion that prevents us from seeing who we truly are, that holds us back from being who we truly are. You'll find all the links in the description box below. So let's step on to the last step in our series, 10 steps to living your dream life the Disney way, with the 10th quote from the Disney movie Mulan. When will my reflection show who I am inside? As I was introspecting on this quote, and I hope you do too as we walk together today, the first question that came to my mind was, what is a reflection? What does reflection mean? And as I found myself seeking answer to this simple yet profound question, I understood that reflection by definition meant the return of light or sound waves from a surface. A production of an image by or as if by a mirror. An image that I can see in a mirror or glass or water. And that's when it struck me once again what Mi&u meant at a deeper level. Me is this mirror of mind on which I see you. This mind mirror upon which I see various reflections, which I believe is my world, that what I call my reality. And on this mind mirror, the reflection that I see the most is that of Ronak, who I believe to be me. And so then the question was, where do these reflections come from? Where do they originate? Were all the reflections that I was seeing, hearing, experiencing mine? Did they all come from me? And as I found myself pondering upon all these questions, I finally understood that these reflections were showing me what programs I was living by and what beliefs I held about me and life in general. But at the same time, these reflections were also showing me other people's beliefs and programs of me and life in general. And often these reflections were overpowering projections and perceptions of others of me on me, which I believed to be real and which over the course of lifetime I had accepted as me, as mine. And as I was pondering upon it even further, I realized that these reflections upon my mind mirror were not only a projection of my programs and beliefs, but at the same time, they were projections of other people's beliefs and programs that I was connected to and connecting to. And thus, from these reflections got built a false sense of self, which I believed was real, that I believed to be me, and from which I now live my life. And from this false sense of self now came thoughts, actions, behaviors, attitudes, which further reaffirmed this false sense of self. And so then the question that now came to me was, why only reflections of certain people's projections and perceptions showed up on my mind mirror? Why not everyone on the planet? Why only specific people? And as I found myself going down even deeper into the rabbit hole, I finally realized all that from where my false sense of self derived its energy from, sustained its existence from, it got connected to. Either to same people or similar. Either to same things or similar. Either to same old scripts and scenarios or similar. Thus, creating a repeating cycle of patterns of thoughts, actions, behavior, and life experiences that kept on reaffirming and rebuilding this false sense of self. And even though this false sense of self had its purpose of existence, lessons to be learned, experiences to be lived, for which I am truly grateful, for I wouldn't be here today. It had since long served its purpose in my life. And unless I replace this one, unless I pull the plug on it, it would continue on auto mode, recreating such similar experiences, not only in this life, but for lifetimes to come. And so unless I reinvented a whole new sense of self, unless I replaced this one, this cycle and pattern continue. And so then the question now was, what do I replace this false sense of self with? Who do I reinvent my new sense of self to be? And as I was contemplating on it, I was reminded of a phrase that I had read of. They say, become that what you want to attract in life. Become that what you want to experience in life. And so then the question now was, who do I want to become? What do I want to experience in life? What reflections do I want to see on this mind mirror? And of course, the answer was the best. My best self, my best version. I wanted to see the reflections of all the best that life had to offer me. But then just like everything else in life, we must start with why. The question now is why? Why do I want to become my best self, my best version? And what does it even mean? And as I was introspecting on it, I realized the motive, the will, the burning desire to become my best self, my best version, all the best that I could be, was because I had seen my worst self. I had experienced my worst version. Having gone through the dark night of the soul, I knew I owed it to myself to see my best self, my best version into existence. Having had the experience of losing it all, I now wanted to experience a life of having it all. But then the question that still kept on lingering in the back of my mind was, shouldn't I be accepting myself just as I am? Love myself just as I am? And how do I even define best version? And as I found myself digging even deeper, I once again realized that as long as I was living life from this false sense of self, as long as I was ignorant of my true self, of who I truly am, self-acceptance was going to be as temporary as that self itself. And because I can only create from the sense of self that I'm identified with, I will always end up creating anything and everything in life only from that sense of self. And if my sense of self is only unreal, what I will create will be even more unreal. I'll bet an illusion. Which is where I once again realized the importance of this path of self-transformation, for walking upon it was helping me understand, realize, and shed this false sense of self as each step revealed itself to me one after another in both these video series. And at the same time helping me set the right intentions. As I asked the genie within to grant me my 3 wishes in the video series of COVID-20 ways to unlock the genie within. Of all the wishes that I could have asked the genie to grant me, I had chosen to ask as my first wish, I intend to live life from my true self. And the second one being, I intend to become the best version of myself. And that's exactly where this entire video series had led me to this last and final step of when will my reflection show who I am inside. For unless I intend to live life from my true self, unless I desire to live life from my true self, unless I'm willing to live life from my true self, unless I'm ready to live life from my true self, how will the reflections on this mind mirror even change and transform upon it to show me just that? For it's only when I'm living life from my true self will the reflections show who I am inside, which, without any doubt, is automatically the best. And that's when I understood what it meant. Best version is a direct reflection of who I am inside, my true self, on this mind mirror. And so then the question no longer was if, but only when. When will my reflection show who I am inside? And as I was reflecting on it, I realized that I was on my 4th year since I first started creating these introspective and inspiring videos and walking upon this path of self-transformation. And it had taken me a 1.5 years to create and live through this entire video series. And in this entire process and journey, I was not only intending and willing, but preparing myself to be ready as a whole new me, a whole new world unraveled itself on this mind mirror. For it's only when I'm ready to live life from my true self, I not only free myself from other people's projections and perceptions of me, I also free them from my projections and perceptions of them. And that is what this path of self-transformation all about. Realizing our true self. So that we are now able to unleash and live up to our true potential, our highest potential. Become our best and then bring it to the world. And just as it's not only the dark clouds but also the white ones that need to be gone for the clear skies to be seen. The same way. It's not only the negative aspects but also the positive ones from this false sense of self that needs to be gone for our true self to be seen. For even though the silver lining shows us the existence of sun behind these dark clouds, behind the dark clouds, even though a bright sunny day shows us the power of sun through these white clouds, both of them need to be gone for the sky to be clear and for us to be able to see how bright the sun truly is, how bright the sun truly shines, how bright our true self truly is, how bright our true self shines. Hi everyone, I am Ronak and I thank you very much for walking with me today and through this entire video series. I truly hope that you take out some time to deeply reflect and introspect on all these quotes step by step, for that's when soon one day you will find yourself asking this question. When will my reflection show who I am inside? As always, I look forward for you to sharing this journey with me in the comments below. Also, walk with me on Instagram for more inspiration that fuels you to start and continue walking on this path of self-transformation. If you found this video and this entire video series helpful, do like and share it with like-minded people and show your support by subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Until my next video series, I thank you so much for walking